Alrighty, this episode starts off with a flash forward of something that hasn't happened yet, but I find that dumb, so we're just gonna skip ahead. Instead, we're gonna watch some kind of wild animal, I don't know, ram, llama, something, walk around with a significant amount of blood on him. He's being chased by a vague shadow that keeps the kind of animal anonymous as to not ruin the entire plot of the story. Fluff says, "Hey man, would you really eat your own classmate?" And then he eats his own classmate. Smash cut to Els and many unnamed background characters reading the school paper, which reports on a murder. Is that normal? I don't know. One of them goes,
This is a declaration of war.
"Mostly I'm just scared of every other club now." Anywho, Els is warned to be careful because there's a big bad wolf in that club, and then we transition to a feud between the carns and the herbivores of that club. Big bad wolf not involved. At the same time, Els and Legosi are having a staring contest, and I can only just imagine what's going on in this poor boy's brain. Well, I should really give her the letter. Should I wait? Probably wouldn't be right to give it to her now. I'll give it to her tonight. Wait, have I been staring? Another cut outside where Els and unnamed friend head off, and suddenly Legosi appears from the bushes like a different kind of predator and rapidly approaches Els. At the same time, Els pulls some scissors from a void. It made more sense in the manga. Legosi doesn't give a single shit about that and yoinks the scissors from her, and as she readies herself to death, only to be denied such luxuries by Legosi handing her a love letter. Well, I'm flattered, but I'm not really looking for anything right now, especially with a carnivore. It's not for me! Anywho, the two of them clear that out. Els says that she'll take that shit she talked earlier in the day, but the sad wolf boy says that she doesn't have to because he feels like shit now and telling her friends he's cool ain't gonna fix that. Slowly, we transition from that scene to the next, using memories of the dead llama, when suddenly Lewis, the big bad buck, passes through the door. Lewis, for the record, is my absolute favorite character in the entire series, and is the best character in this entire series. Simply accept this. Anywho, Lewis, the big bad buck, asks Lego My Ego to help him out with something, so then they leave and we get to meet our final main character, Haru. Haru is watering flowers in a garden bed before being assaulted with an assortment of random objects. Many of them could and would have easily killed her. Then we get to see her eat din-din, where she is so outcasted from a school that she has to eat outside. Youch. Two-Face runs the corner to interrogate if she's been fucking like rabbits with her boyfriend. And then she's made about as wet as her boyfriend is for Haru, and then says some real racy shit I'm not entirely comfortable with, and then she leaves. Meanwhile, Lewis and Legosi have been standing in a room in total silence until an angry fucking hot dog bursts through the door and fucking demands some answers. Fortunately, he gets those answers, and Bakugo doesn't seem to like them. And then Lewis does this. While this is happening, someone is typing up a response trying to reason out a way that this is 100% heterosexual, when in fact, it's not. We learn what Lewis needed Legosi for, and that was for watch duties, because Lewis is going to sneak Goat into the studio to practice his line. So he sits outside talking to bugs like a fucking nerd when Haru walks by because, and Lego Boy gets a smell of that bunny musk and goes real fucking viral, Jesus Christ. And it ends with that iconic non-consensual hugging, and then the episode ends. That's it, that's over, see you guys next time.